It's Madden NFL.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Young. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing. Hayner. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hayner from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Young. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. When you look at the Saints defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is what we talk, game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
On 1st and 10, Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And only a couple there, so it'll take this up to the 47. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now 2nd and 5.
Painter here to throw it.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw is Hayner.
Flush to his right.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
They run play action with Hayner.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hayner here from the gun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Saints sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. They run it again with Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Hayner. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Shark's got it left side. There he goes left side. And he's out right at the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 at a first down. Young to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Isaiah Foskey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now here's Young. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sanders. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. After 7-0 on the A's. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Young to throw it. Open man right side is Sharp. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Hayner sets to throw it. Throw left side to Kincaid. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. The slot man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing on 2nd down, Hayner.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for it.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Ready, go.
Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Check, pink, black block, Smith, red, opposite, green, yellow, line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Young will set to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have got it back to within a score.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hayner looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Again, in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, first down.
Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. Out of the gun, it's Young. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Young trying to hurry them up to the line here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Again, it's Young. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Now Young.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out the end zone as the first half winds down.
Young on third down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bryce Young.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No clock on the field.
And no flags. And it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And he returns this to the 22. And the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were putting loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly helped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
First down, here's Hayner.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here's Hayner looking to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
That's a good bounce-back play right there. After first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Hayner on 1st and 10.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Hayner. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
Hayner here to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Jake Hayner taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Opposite, green, yellow, lining, switch, yellow.
The play fake, now Young. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Isaiah Foskey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Ready?
To throw, Young. And the catch made by Hopkins. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Young check. Check right. Check pink.
Young now. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he fields it cleanly.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Sliding out of the pocket. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drives. plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, Young.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Yellow, line, quick, yellow.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
560.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Check white, check pink, black swap, Smith red.
Young to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
From the gun, here's Hayner.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Play fake. It's Hayner.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Saints have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
And the fake field goal works to perfection. You don't see it often, and they caught him by surprise.
And how about the guts to call it in that situation? Think you're going to get an easy 3. Instead, you turn it into 6.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Young.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Now a first down throw for Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Third and short yardage, Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready?
Here is Young. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Tracking 60. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hayner sets to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Hayner looking to throw.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
To throw is Hayner.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Young.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, the lopsided affair.